Ranked mode, the replacement for the old Power League. It brought a lot of new stuff, was a lot of changes to the competitive meta overall. But the final question is ranked superior to Power League? Well, I'm gonna tell you that in the end of the video, because firstly, we need to go through the pros and the cons of the new version. Let's go! So starting with the pros, we have the number one and I would say the most important, which is the competitive meta. It's now so much easier to understand for newer players because of how the competitive it's kind of layered. So what I mean by this is that until you reach Diamond 1, there is no bans, there is no order, you just select a brawler for a specific map with a specific mode. It is fairly simple to understand and it's actually the same thing as the piggyback, which it is kind of weird, but at the same time it makes a lot easier for newer players to understand the whole genre of what they're playing. And at the same time, the Power 9 limitation, so no one can just pick some random level 1 Edgar, it is so helpful. Like, you have no idea how many people suffered from that level 1 troll thing. These were two really great changes. Another great thing, this one might be slightly more controversial, but I think that mods as overall, they are such a great thing. They just change so much the battle itself. It's no longer about just picking a good brawler for a good map. It's also about picking the right brawler for the right mode. And I feel like just that adds so much depth into the actual game, and it is very good to see some different types of gameplay in the competitive meta. Because back then it was just, oh, this brawler is good for this map, and this map. But now you also need to care about modes, and that changes everything, and I absolutely love it. Some of them might be a little too much, but modes overall, they are a pretty great addition to the game. Another thing that I also want to talk about are the rewards. The fact that you can get skins and so great ones as well, it is absolutely wonderful. The fact that you can get skins out for free in just the ranked star drop, it is something really great and kinda generous as well. Obviously, you do need luck, but if you get the luck to get one of these skins, you're gonna be a very happy person, let me tell you that. Next, I want to talk about the report button. Such a simple thing, and I am so happy that when someone that I reported gets banned, I actually get a reply from that. I get a message. That is just so satisfying. It feels like my effort have actually paid off. It's such a great change that I feel like it just makes kinda satisfying when someone that you reported actually gets banned, and for me it is a really great but tiny and simple addition that I am pretty sure that everyone appreciated it. And the last thing I really want to talk about on the pros are the new banners. They are so great. I mean, everyone uses them because of how sick they look, and I just really like how they are adding personalization options because of the ranked, and I feel like that just encourages people to at least try ranked, and hey, it's actually really good. I mean, obviously I would say that the diamond one, it's probably the worst, but there are so many and they're really cool. And even added the star thing so that you can tell if someone reached, like for example, masters more than once, which is also really good. I honestly, all I want is even more of those, because I feel like we are kind of getting a little bit restricted. For example, on Power League, there was also the sprays, and now we don't have them anymore, which is kind of odd, but the banner, absolutely sick. I just had to mention it. Now let's talk about the cons, because trust me, there are a couple of them as well. And the number one, and I feel like one of the most important, is how simply stupidly broken some of the modes are. The modes that we have right now are actually a lot more balanced, but I feel like especially borrowed ammo, it's not even impactful unless you play RT. The previous mods that we had, like instant reload and big friend, those were absolutely game breaking. Those were just stupidly broken, and let's be realistic, there was no skill in there. And that is something very simple to fix. Just try to make the mods a lot more competitive in a certain way and not so much about team composition. Like for example, Big Friend, just played a Frank, played a healer and a sniper, for example, and Colette was really broken in that mode as well. And on instant reload, just pick anyone who had more than 4 projectiles and you were good to go. It just feels like those two specific modes just simply annihilated any choice. You just needed at least one of the really great brawlers on that specific mode, otherwise you would just lose. On the other hand, Barley Ammo and Seek Beats, mostly Barley Ammo, I feel like they do not have enough impact. If I had to say anything, my favorite one, I can't remember the name right now, but it's the one where the map slowly destroys. I personally feel like that is the best of them all. I just really like that because the map just suddenly changes, and out of nowhere you might have picked an assassin because the map was really good, but maybe you could just pick a sniper for the end game in a certain way. And I really like that one. If I had to do a tier list, that would probably be the best of them all. But overall, try to make modes a lot more balanced, especially those two first, please, because those were pretty darn unbalanced. The next thing that I want to talk about is again about the ranked star ropes. Now, even though you can have the chance of receiving a really cool skin, as I said, it's a chance and a pretty darn small one. If you're anyone like me who has a very big bad luck and has just been getting 100 bling after 100 bling after 100 bling, you probably are not a big fan of those, and I definitely agree. If you are only receiving 100 bling, technically the rewards of ranked have actually got a nerf instead of the kinda supposed buff, I guess. So all I would really like is just to make the least amount of bling that you can get, instead of 150, actually 100, to be 250. Because 100 bling, it's literally nothing. I don't think you can even buy an emote with that amount of bling. That's how sad it is. And the last thing that I want to talk about, it is how you choose the brawlers in the ranked version. Now, on bronze, silver, gold, it is like the piggy bank. You just choose the brawler and you just go with it. So that also means that can be 2 times the same brawler, and there are no bans. I feel like some of the diamond and above ranks things should go to the bronze and silver as well, because I mean, on gold, you out of nowhere just had a regular ranked battle, and out of nowhere you just see a coin flipping and you do not even understand that there is a ban phase, and you accidentally banned the brawler that you were going to use. And that must be really annoying and must be a little bit overwhelming. And even though what they already did, it is a good start, I feel like some of the things on diamond and above should go slightly spread around the gold and silver so that it is not immediately completely different. And at the same time, I would actually like the diamond and above ranks, the part where you choose the brawler, to be slightly fast, and I actually have an idea. Instead of being like for example coin flip and you got the red, instead of being red blue red blue red blue, I think I'm telling the right order, but it would now, the coin flip would no longer exist, and it would be 2 people that would choose the brawler at the same time. So if you were the first person to pick the brawler, that means that one person of the enemy team would as well be the first person picking a brawler. So with that being said, you could try to go for the strongest brawler on the specific map and on the specific modes and on the mods as well, or you could try to go for a counter pick as the first player, because you would both be picking the brawler at the same time. And I feel like that would add a little bit of strategy while picking the brawlers, a little bit even more at the same time, and on top of that it would be a lot faster the picking brawler phase, which honestly for me takes way too long. And while we are at it, why not making the final preparation instead of 15 seconds, 10 seconds, because I do not need for sure 15 goddamn seconds to choose a gadget or star power gears. So with these changes, I'm just hoping that the pace at the start of a battle in ranked mode be slightly faster so that we can go to action even quicker. But right now, is ranked better than Power League? Well, honestly, if the rewards haven't been nerfed by 50% when Power League had that blink update, I would say that Power League was actually better. But because of that reward nerf, I actually will have to say that ranked it is slightly better than Power League. It has its drawbacks. I will say that the ranked star drop, I honestly just hate it, but maybe that's just me, has massive bad luck. But overall, I will say that ranked, it is sort of a small improvement. It still needs its fair share of work, but after all, that's why we the community are here. They even said that if the modes wouldn't work, they would completely take them off, which that's not what I want, honestly. And I am very thankful for the community that it's actually working here on this ranked version, and I can't wait for whatever updates happen to the ranked mode itself, because I honestly really like playing ranked. I am not ranked tracked, but I like to play ranked, and I have a lot of fun, and the mods were really good. I just feel like this whole thing needs some tiny readjustments, which I already suggested a couple throughout the video. If you have any ideas on how you would like rank to be changed, write in the comments down below. Trust me, I will read them. And I'll see you on the next video.